Yeah, that movie ruled. So glad we watched that.
All right, and welcome to the What You've Been Watching podcast, hosted as always by the Right Honorable, the judgmental, marvelous Mike Dudley. This one goes out to all the bad guys. Followed as always by my intrepid younger brother,
MD3 Marcus Dudley, checking in on you. What is going on out there in podcast land? We are once again joined by a wonderful guest.
Hi.
It's an audio podcast.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
That is the voice of Matthew Dudley, the middle Dudley here, and we are here to continue our Mad Villainy.
Trifecta is complete.
Sorry, the Triforce of Power, Wisdom, and the other one, I don't know. But yeah, we are here to continue our Mad Villainy bracket, where we are establishing, so we can go in the annals of history, who the greatest villain in cinema history is. We had some interesting matchups last week, and we're going to continue it here. Do you want to do a little housekeeping and ask the big question of what you've been watching?
I think you just did, sir. And fortunately, we can all join in and join in the conversation because we all saw the same damn thing. Talking about that Sonny Chiba Street Fighter, son.
The Street Fighter.
Sorry, the Street Fighter. Not to be confused with the shitty Raul Julia, Jean-Claude Van Damme joint venture. But also, and then we followed up immediately afterwards with The Return of the Street Fighter.
Yeah, it was gangster.
It was gangster. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's like classic 70s kung fu flick. Sonny Chiba's a legend in the game. He's like up there with Gordon Liu and all those other guys that you probably never heard of, but if you pay attention to the genre at all, he's in the pantheon of greats, and that's his big claim to fame. That's his Enter the Dragon, is the Street Fighter. Yeah. And
if you are concerned about plot or understanding people's methodology or what they're trying to gain at any point in a movie, don't worry about it. None of that matters. All you need to know is Sonny Chiba is a bad motherfucker who may or may not be the villain / hero of his own story. I don't know, because everyone's motivation in that movie was
a little
right out the window. Yeah. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're gonna get into this. Unless you want to get into it and get into more, I don't know.
No, we're good. I give the movie 5 out of 6 blood packets.
An X-ray broken skull out of, I don't know, broken hand. I don't know.
You understand the assignment, Matthew.
Absolutely. That's right. And the beautiful part about it is the first movie's only like 75 minutes. So immediately we watched it, and our buddy Glenn was like, "What do you guys want to do now?" And I was like, "What do you think we're going to do right now? Return of Street Fighter. We're following this up now."
Yeah, Return is like 15 minutes of the first movie anyway.
There is that. There's a lot of flashback in that movie. A lot of padding the runtime, because I don't think Sonny Chiba's in it for maybe 50% of the movie, but
there's a lot of his face.
Well, but I'm sorry, original footage of Sonny Chiba. Like, yeah, there is a lot of his face, making very strange karate moves with his face. It's like Jim Carrey doing like a Bruce Lee impression kind of thing. It's fucked up. And also, his superpower is that dude just shows up where he needs to be. Like, this girl gets kidnapped. He's on a boat on a river, just tooling upstream, and looks directly into the window that she is at and is like, there she is. And then goes to a rope that was previously set up the night before. He's so good that he set up the rope the night before because he knew he was going to find her that day.
That's exactly it. Yeah. One scene could be in Hong Kong, and they'd be like, "Oh, we have to change locations," and then the next scene immediately could be in Miami, Florida, and he would have
no idea.
Yeah, he'd be there. That's the point, is he would be there. But yeah, highly enjoyable. Rest in peace, Sonny Chiba. We miss you. We paid a testament to you last night, so thank you for all your awesomeness. On that note, are we ready to get into round 2?
Round 2, let's do it. You want to do a recap, or let's just get into matchups and fuck them? They can pay attention to the first one.
Yeah, go back and listen. Honestly, we're going to move on. We had some good matchups. We had 64 contestants. We narrowed them down to 32. So if you missed the actual setups, go back and listen. And we'll keep it moving. We are into the round of 32. In the spirit of March Madness, which is about to kick off here in just a little bit. By the time the podcast comes out, it'll be probably well done with.
Mid-July.
Yeah. So where do we want to start? Just top left again?
Yeah, do top left, then go to bottom right, and then let's meet somewhere in the middle, yeah?
All right, let's do it. Our first matchup It's two good ones, very different villains. We got some really interesting matchups today. We have the incomparable Hannibal Lecter of Silence of the Lambs fame versus Detective Alonzo Harris from Training Day, played by the great Denzel Washington. Now, Michael, you started us off last time. You want to go ahead with you?
I mean, both of them won an Oscar, so you can't really, they almost cancel each other out in terms like that. In terms of sheer villainy, now they're both diabolical in their mythology. They're both patient. They're both so conniving and such masterminds of their craft that it's a really good matchup for me. So what it comes down to is sheer terror for me. And for me, as good as Alonzo was, Hannibal Lecter is a goddamn horrifying individual. So I'm going to give the edge to Hannibal Lecter. Not that Alonzo doesn't deserve it, because he also is very ruthless in his own right. But yeah, I mean, they're comparatively cutting off somebody's face and eating it, as opposed to like planting drugs and setting up your partner. There's a little bit of a discrepancy there. There's a little bit of a gap between evilness, if you will.
Good.
I'm inclined to agree fully. The only thing I'll say is Alonzo Harris did try to get Ethan Hawke's character a job. He did get him the job. I mean, he had to take it under crooked pretense, but he did get him a job. But
so it's not all bad.
Yeah, he did get him a job. It's hard times out there in whatever city they're in. But yeah, I got to go Hannibal Lecter. He's too iconic, man.
Yeah, he eats people.
Yeah, he eats people. So I'd much rather run into Alonzo Harris and get shot maybe or something than get my face chewed off with some Chianti and Farva beans. All right, cool. Well, that one's settled. Hannibal Lecter's moving on. The next one we have is, again, an interesting one. The Predator from The Predator and Alien. The most notable movie being Alien vs. Predator Requiem.
Yeah, that's the most notable Predator movie?
By far.
Okay.
You know.
I'm sure Jesse Ventura and Carl Weathers would have something to say about that.
I mean, when you talk to me of classic Predator, that's the first one that comes to mind.
Okay.
AVP Requiem.
We are just on two different wavelengths.
All right, anyways. Yeah, The Predator versus the upset of last podcast, Castor Troy of Face Off fame, played by Nick Cage and John Travolta. Now, I'm going to ask Michael to put his fanboy aside and look at this objectively. But again, I think he's wired in a way that he just cannot vote against Nick Cage. So I'm going to ask him to look at this objectively.
The answer is Castor Troy. I'm just going to go ahead and cut you off right there. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Shout out to Marshawn. Yeah. More of you, whatever you're doing, buddy. You're insanely entertaining. No, I got to go Predator on this one, man. To me, it's no question.
Okay.
He has laser cannons.
Yeah, laser cannons, bro. And he's the Predator. Like,
yeah, but one of them switched faces with John Travolta and then fucked his wife.
What if Predator and Nick Cage swapped faces, and then Predator has to live as Nick Cage and have like his life, and Nick Cage has to be a Predator?
Sir, I'd like to buy your movie. Here's $1 million.
Yeah, take my money.
You're going to need it for Nick Cage.
For a lot of blow?
I mean, listen, allegedly. We don't want to cast aspersions on however you get to that character, man. Like, whatever your method is, who am I to say?
I mean, do what you got to do. But now, to me, it's like, popularity isn't the only factor in this one. But I just think overall, I mean, the Predator's fucking terrifying. And I mean, they're the best at what they do, damn near across the universe.
Nick Cage.
Okay. But, I mean, if you put a poster of the Predator and a poster of Castor Troy up, like, a vast majority of the people would know who the Predator were and not of Castor Troy.
Now, you tell me which one you don't want to see standing at the foot of your bed at night. Would you rather have the Predator or Nick Cage standing at the foot of your bed?
Nick Cage.
You're a fool. You've fallen right into my trap.
I mean, it'd be more entertaining before I die. I'd at least get, I don't know, fun story to tell in the afterlife if it exists. I don't know. Shit. Predator, I think you're just going to get your spine ripped off.
But if you're worthy.
I'd be worthy. He'd be like, never have I seen a man destroy so many Twinkies in one sitting while on Seroquel while he tries to go to sleep and hates himself in the morning. You are truly worthy of being on my wall. The great processed food destroyer. Yeah, I got to go Predator, man.
Yep.
Predator?
Yep.
All right, Predator's moving on. He had a good run, man. He got much farther than I thought against Agent Smith.
And yet, not far enough. That man was a top 4 contender.
Yeah, that to me is shown enough. Well, he's already out. All right, the next matchup, we got another two absolute classics for very different reasons. We have Jason Voorhees of Friday the 13th fame versus the OG, one of the baddest of all time, the Wicked Witch of the West of the Wizard of Oz fame.
Go ahead. What you got, man?
I mean, it's hard. I mean, Jason Voorhees is definitely more frightening. And if I had to get in a fight with one or the other, I'd take the Wicked Witch, knowing that her weakness is water.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, she is like one of the OGs of this stuff, man. It's like I gotta pay respect to her. But in terms of better villain, the longevity of Jason Voorhees to me takes the cake. Even if there's a bunch of shitty offshoots and everything like that. But just for me, I'm not by much. All due respect to the Wicked Witch of the West, but I gotta go Jason Voorhees on this one.
See, now I'm torn because originally I was going to agree with you and say Jason Voorhees for the exact reason that you said, just for the longevity. But Wicked Witch, I mean, she's goddamn terrifying, dude. She's got an army of, like, foot soldiers at her disposal, flying monkeys. That's goddamn horrible. That's two of my worst fears come to life right there.
Yeah, the scene where they tear the scarecrow apart is pretty frightening.
Yeah. And they're, like, pulling on the Cowardly Lion's tail and stuff like that, and, like, 10 Man's trying to hit him with their axe, and he's like, they're just pecking at him and stuff. Like, she's horrible. She's got the Eye of Sauron looking crystal ball where she can spot in on people, and like,
that's more like Mum-Ra, but yeah.
Well, no, she also had one though. No.
Yeah, I know, but Mum-Ra had the vat that he could be.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Is Mum-Ra on here?
No.
The
day they make a Thundercats movie, Mum-Ra will be on here.
I mean, yeah, like she literally holds a city hostage. Now, I'm saying all this just because, like I said, I was originally going to go with Jason Voorhees. I feel like I have to give the vote to the Wicked Witch just because I kind of feel I know which way you're going to go. And I feel that she at least needs to have one more good vote of representation here. So
it's one of those where I wouldn't be like surprised either way. Like they're both, I feel, a correct answer, but just again. So I guess it boils down to Matthew.
What do you say, sir?
All right, so Wicked Witch was one of my picks, I think. Jason Voorhees. I'm gonna go Jason Voorhees.
Why's that?
Why? He's always there. You can't kill him, and Wicked Witch dies fairly easily. That's it. That's all I got. What you got against him, though? Nothing.
Right. Lightning, fire, other 80s iconic serial killers. He can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Jason Voorhees.
I'm with it. All right. Well,
Machete Man moves on.
Yeah. That was a close one actually. We're moving on to this one's gonna be interesting. The Kurgan of Highlander fame versus Voldemort of Harry Potter fame.
Dang. I mean, I know which one I'm going. What's your thoughts there, Matthew?
Go ahead. I'm the tiebreaker, man.
Go ahead, man. Fire it up.
I mean, as much as I love the Kurgan, I'm going to go with the Kurgan.
Okay. That's the thing is I'm not like a crazy big Harry Potter fan, so like I feel like I am a huge Highlander fan.
Right.
But like I'll say this, Voldemort, he who shall not be named or whatever, he's pretty tough to beat. Even what little bit I do know about him, like I'm not like hating on Harry Potter. I'm not like, oh fuck it, this shit's stupid. I'm not. That's not my geek.
Right.
You know? There's no disrespect to anybody that does.
Just not your particular flavor of bubblegum.
Yeah, and I love the Kurgan. Like I do. He's an asshole for a century, multiple centuries.
Yeah.
But gimmicky wise, I gotta go Kurgan. Factor in everything. I gotta go Voldemort. As much as it pains me to do.
Fair enough.
I mean, like, Highlander is the greatest movie ever made, so...
It really is.
Other than Tremors, I think...
Now, I will say that, to his credit, Voldemort is basically a Hitler stand-in. Essentially, he wants to, like, purify the world and make, like, the master race magicians and stuff like that. So there is the concept of, like, one of them just wants to, like... conquer the world, and the other one's just like, no, we are the master race. So, what do you think?
I'm going Kurgan.
Kurgan over Voldemort?
I am, yeah.
I'm with it. Look, I'm with it.
Let's do it.
Once it's written down, it's in stone. So, you speak now, forever hold your peace.
I mean, them's the votes. That's how it's going to go.
That's what it is.
I mean, we already saved... Didn't we already save Voldemort last round? He was supposed to get knocked out, and we had a collective...
I switched.
Recorrection of conscience. We're like, we can't get him out in the first round.
Yeah.
It's just not our cup of tea. That's all. That's it.
Yeah. All due respect to Voldemort. Like, to me, if you're asking me, his previous matchup was against Judge Doom of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And again, if you ask me who terrified me more in my childhood, it's Judge Doom in a landslide.
Right.
But I'm trying to give respect to the Harry Potter. I understand it's how popular and huge the franchise is, and most stories are kind of like the villain plays a major part. So I'm trying to give credit, but like I'm not mad about the Kurgan moving on.
Me either. Like I would much rather watch.
I mean, there can only be one.
And Voldemort, you did all this without having a nose, so shout out, buddy. Shout out. All right, we're going to move on to our South bracket. I don't know which one's which anymore.
Sure, okay.
But, oh my God. I'm going to save that one for last. Okay, so we have Ivan Drago of Rocky IV versus Amon Goth of Schindler's List.
One's a Nazi and
Man,
one's
Nazi
a Russian.
versus a commie.
It's a tough one, actually.
Yeah, again, I was just saying how Voldemort was a Hitler stand-in, so I got to go with the Nazi on this one. Yeah, Amon Goth is a despicable human being in every sense of the word, and yeah, it's hard to vote against the Nazi, man. I don't take that out of context, by the way. I want to be very clear, so don't isolate that. I want to be very clear in this context. In strictly terms of villainy, Nazis are hard to beat.
This is your podcast.
Your true colors are showing. Oh, man. Nah, I gotta go Amon Goth. I mean, Drago's a great, iconic villain, Ivan Drago, and thank God they brought him back in Creed. But you haven't seen Creed, please do. But, yeah, Amon Goth is a despicable human being.
Yeah.
Outright despicable.
I mean, Drago is more of like, at best, he's a cog in the Russian, propaganda machine. Like he's essentially just doing his work. Whereas Amon Goth is actively like participating in not only like the hunting and execution of a certain sect of people, but like gleefully, actively like bring a smile to his face type shit.
Yeah, well, let's not give away the house on all his reasons of villainy, but
okay, fair enough.
So Amon Goth, he's
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, doggy style. Yeah. Okay, in our next matchup, we have Legion of the Exorcism fame versus the Shredder of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fame, the head of the Foot Clan.
What you got, brother? Go ahead.
Look, man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was my childhood. I know I said earlier to like look at this objectively or whatever, but man, that's the fucking Shredder. Again, I'm still kind of caught up on what we were last week. Like, we had to Google, Legion and Pazuzu and who was. There was a whole debate, so like, I understand it's terrifying and it's hard to vote against a demon, but like, you say Shredder, you know who the fuck Shredder is. You say Pazuzu, you're like, which movie was that? Like, you say The Exorcist, like, oh yeah, that little girl was terrifying. Like, I don't know. There is something to be brand identity.
Sure.
Brand recognition to me goes a long way. And just, again, nothing against The Exorcist. Scary as shit movie, one of the greatest horror films of all time, if not the greatest. Again, I'm sure somebody would debate that, but It's the Shredder, dog. That's how I feel.
Once again, we're at an impasse because I'm going to go with Legion Pazuzu on that. I was always, in terms of villainy, I was way more terrified of anything that happened in that movie than anything that Shredder did in the cartoons or any of the movies. I mean, like, he's cool to see and he's iconic and he's got a great look, no doubt on that. But just in terms of sheer villainy, and I mean, Pazuzu, man, you can't vote against a demon.
Here's the thing, though, is the Legion is ordered by probably Satan or something like that. So it's hard to disrespect that. Shredder does this villainy because he wants to do this shit. He wants to recruit kids off the street and turn them into ninjas, which, where was he in my town? I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. I would have loved to go fight teenage. Sign me up.
Oh, you're going to give me swords and a mask and just let me run rampant? Yes, please.
Teach me jujitsu.
Let's fucking do this.
Yeah. To me, it's the Shredder, but...
he ain't Super Shredder. That's all I'm saying.
He is the Super Shredder, too, though. He is all Shredder. It
doesn't say super next to it. I'm just saying.
You're right.
There's a difference between like an NES game and a Super NES game.
It's true. I feel, I still think he's a better villain as Shredder than he is Super Shredder.
I'm going to go Pazuzu.
Or Legion?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same thing, yeah.
Apparently it's not. Because my friend who is kind of biblical was telling me that like Legion was one of the demons in the Bible that cast out, da-da-da.
Right.
I don't know anything about it. But again, we're debating. This is two different characters in Exorcist 1 and Exorcist 2.
Sure.
So.
Like 2 and 3, I think, technically.
Yeah. So, Legion moving on? Or
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm with it. So, Legion moves on against the Shredder. You had a good run, Shredder. I'm glad you had a big upset against Jack Torrance.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Maybe wild card match. Super Shredder.
Yeah. If it's Shredder / Super Shredder, or he's both, landslide victory. And again, if we're taking in video games and cartoon animated stuff and everything, like Shredder all day. But we're not. Just simply
cinema.
Yep. Okay, cool. The next one we are going to do is the shark from Jaws. They called him Bruce on set. So Jaws, we'll just call him. Versus Immortan Joe of Mad Max Fury Road fame.
Ooh.
I already know which one you're going to go for.
Do you?
I think so. I'm going to go for Jaws. I mean, listen, it's one of
my
my favorite movies. That shark is an unstoppable force of nature. And, as much as I love Mad Max Fury Road for a lot of the same reasons, this is a hard one for me. It's the shark. It's got to be.
Shit. I did not want to go second. Damn, this is going to pain me because I got to go with Immortan Joe. And I'm not as big on Mad Max Fury Road as you guys are. Like, I love the movie, don't get me wrong. I have no notes about that movie. It's fucking brilliant.
Right.
I just haven't seen it as much as you guys. But, I mean, I don't know, though. Jaws is, like, again, one of those, like, he changed the entire landscape. But he is just a shark. Unless we're, I don't know if sharks are evil per se, you know?
Okay. Go hug one. Find out.
I don't think that's evil in them. I think that's instinct.
Evil can be an instinct.
And then we get into the Jaws 2, 3, 4 lane where he's just like...
What about Jaws the Revenge where he actively seeks out to kill Helen Brody?
Yeah, that's pretty evil.
I mean, that's the plot at Orca.
Also that, but that one doesn't count because we're talking about the shark, not the whale.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Immortan Joe running the house he does where he hoards water of people and has this whole, like, breeding house, and it's like, ugh. It's pretty grimy, especially in dystopia. It's like, we don't have much going for us, and you got to treat people like this. Like, that's pretty fucked up. I understand it's a control bid, but yeah, Immortan Joe. But again, that's tough, though. I wouldn't be mad either way.
Okay.
Immortan Joe. Do not become addicted to the taste of water. Yeah.
Yeah, what classic line does the shark say? No. That made me laugh more than it should have. All right, Immortan Joe is moving on. That was a tough one, though. All credit to Jaws. Again, one of those movies that stands the test of time.
Listen, if somebody was going to knock out Bruce from the running, I'm glad it was Immortan Joe and not, like...
Sho'nuff
or Voldemort.
Yeah. All right, this is the one I think we've all been waiting for in our southern bracket here. This one is going to be super tough. We have Thanos of Avengers fame, Marvel MCU, versus the great Gojira, if you will. Yeah, man.
Damn. Who did Godzilla knock out?
Godzilla knocked out Kaiser Sose.
Godzilla knocked out Kaiser Soze? That's an upset, bro. We got to revisit that one.
That was an 8 and a 9 seed, so yeah, it was not much of an upset, but yeah. And then Thanos knocked out Dwight Goodman of.
Okay, that one's an easy one.
Yeah, I mean, look, Dwight Goodman deserves a spot on the list.
Yeah. I mean, do you go with the thing that is essentially just a force of nature, or do you go with the one who's maybe his heart is in the right place? Like the thing he's trying to do is not necessarily a bad thing. Like he wants to save the universe, but he's going about in a real fucked up way. I got to give it to Thanos, man. Just sheer body count alone. I mean, the dude killed trillions. Like body count alone, he's got to win it. As much as I love Godzilla and the sheer havoc and devastation he's wrought, got to give it to Thanos.
Are you looking at me?
I just want to know what your opinion is.
Oh, it's Godzilla. He's got a radioactive breath. What do you mean? What you gonna do about that? Also, like Shin Godzilla, he's got like 5 forms. Like you haven't even seen his final form yet. Like you don't know what he's capable of. Wait for Shin Godzilla 2. I'm just saying.
You think that's gonna come?
Oh yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Shin Ultraman first, then Shin Godzilla 2.
Let's do it.
It's Godzilla though.
Welcome to Japanese Podcast with Matthew Dudley.
This is going to pain me because I love me some Godzilla, but Man, this is a really tough one because I feel like Godzilla deserves to go on to like at least the Elite Eight, but he's going up against Thanos, and I think Thanos is like top contender. So I gotta go Thanos, and I won't give my reasons why because he's moving on. I'll save it for a tougher matchup. But Godzilla, I love you. Nothing personal. I love you so much.
And the Mad Titan moves on.
The Mad Titan, indeed.
Bullshit. Mechagodzilla.
Yeah. Don't blame this on Mechagodzilla. Don't do that. He tried his very best.
All right, we'll go up here. Man, we got another. I'll save that one.
You want to take a quick break real quick, and maybe we'll revamp?
Sure, if you want to. Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's take a quick break from our sponsors, Chapstick.
And we're back. Thank you for our sponsor, Chapstick, which is name brand association. It's kind of like Ziploc.
Oh, is it? I should have said lip balm.
Yep. It's okay.
Do you want to ruin an entire dryer full of clothes? Make sure you leave Chapstick in your pocket.
Chapstick. Once you start using it, you will never stop. All right, back to our Mad Villainy bracket. We are going to go straight into it. We have I'm going to botch this again, the Armitages of Get Out fame versus Sauron of Lord of the Rings fame.
Sauron.
That's going to be my vote. I mean...
Sauron.
Yeah, the dude's conquering an entire world, so it's got to be Sauron. I mean, racism's evil. Let's be very clear on that. But yeah, Sauron.
That is the definitive take here at What You Been Watching.
It's bad. Okay,
Yeah, it's bad.
don't do it. If you're racist,
I gotta go Sauron. He's evil.
Yeah, just in terms of sheer icons.
Matthew, you agree?
Yeah, it's Sauron.
It's Sauron. Yeah. Sauron.
Pretty unanimous.
Sauron, cream and onions. All right, we have another interesting matchup. Another classic slasher versus a classic all-time Disney villain. We have Freddy Krueger of Friday the 13th versus Maleficent of Disney fame. Michael, what you got?
I'm going to go with Freddy Krueger. I mean, again, classic 80s slasher icon. You said it best. I mean, Maleficent, yeah, she's probably one of the OG villains as far as Disney is concerned, but just in terms of longevity, I mean, can't beat it. I mean, the dude's got, 14 movies after him? It's got to be Freddy Krueger.
Matthew?
Okay.
Man, I love me some Maleficent. Although, in my personal opinion, I don't think she's the best even of the Disney villains, of the animated ones.
Mm-mm.
I like Scar a lot more.
She turns into a dragon.
She does turn into a dragon.
I guess you know what Matthew's vote is.
I think Freddy Krueger could probably do the same thing in your dreams, though, if he wanted to.
Right.
I gotta go Freddy Krueger, but surprisingly, not by much at all.
Okay.
That's the vote.
A little bit tighter for you than you thought it was going to be?
Yeah. I mean, shout out, though. She is a classic.
Yeah, not at all. Freddy Krueger wins that one hands down.
All right. Now we got another interesting one here. Like I say that on every one. So, yeah, they're all interesting. We've done the homework here.
Trust me.
All right. We have the Xenomorph from Alien v Predator. Because that's or Alien Covenant.
Alien v Predator.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're fucking killing me.
Or say the one from Prometheus. There was no Ridley Scott movie before that I can recall of.
Stop talking.
Okay.
Stop talking.
Anyways, we have the Xenomorph versus Ozymandias of Watchmen.
I mean, again, for me, it's got to be the Xenomorph. Ozymandias he's a great villain, but he's also a very tragic hero, and there's nothing redeemable about a Xenomorph. I mean, the thing is horrifying on every level, visually. On a primal level, like we don't like things that skitter. I mean, it's got to be the Xenomorph. Done.
Yeah, I'm leaning Xenomorph too. Ozymandias does, in a sense, kind of save the world, a la kind of Thanos-ish, where it's like Thanos-ish. But in the sense he kind of does, his motives are kind of fucked up, but he kind of does in a way. So I gotta go Xenomorph.
I feel like Ozymandias would make a Xenomorph on accident and then accidentally release it on himself.
That's probably a fair assessment. That's well within his wheelhouse, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Xenomorph. Yeah.
I have crafted a creature.
So perfect.
Yeah. So perfect in every way. I will unleash it upon Sydney, Australia. And unify the tribes.
Why the hate for Sydney, Australia? What did they do?
I just picked the city, random as he is. He already messed up New York, so whatever. All right, this is another powerhouse match right here we got. This is a big one. We have Darth Vader of Star Wars fame versus...
Oh, is that where he's famous from?
Yeah, Star Wars.
He
made an appearance in Rogue One.
He makes an appearance in a lot of stuff.
Yep, he does. I think he has a green lightsaber. All right, I'm going to stop for real.
You might also know him from my blanket covers.
Yes. No, versus Dracula. So we have Darth Vader versus Dracula of just literally everything. Fucking everything. Vampiric fame.
From Ed Wood.
Pretty much. Yeah, from Ed Wood.
I hate you both. I hate you
From
so
the Munsters.
much.
Okay. Shit. All right, real debate time. Serious face.
I mean, I gotta go Darth Vader, man. Like, much more iconic. There's been so many versions of Dracula that it would be hard to narrow down. You know, you could make pros and cons for every single one of them. Sure, that worked. You know, I love a good comedic vampire flick. Let's do that. But, you know, then there's the classic Gary Oldman. Then there's the Bela Lugosi. Then there's the Christopher Lee and Blackula and so on and on and on and on. But honestly, truly, man, like Darth Vader, he's so iconic looking, and I mean, you just can't beat somebody who is that recognizable. It's like holding up a picture of Hulk Hogan or something. Like
versus, do you think he's more recognizable than Dracula?
I would think so. Yeah.
Well, I guess because I could show just a picture of a vampire, and you might not know that it's.
But you can show a picture of a bat, and people think Dracula too.
That's true.
Like, it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
Or they think Batman.
No one thinks that.
That does kind of lean
unless it's the bat logo, and then.
But you show a picture of a lightsaber, of a red lightsaber, and everybody goes, "Oh, that's Darth Vader."
I mean, it does kind of lean.
Colorblind.
Yeah, it does kind of lean into Dracula's. I guess maybe the reason I might want to vote for him is because it's all in your imagination as to what he can and cannot do, and I guess the Force is kind of like that too.
Sure.
But. Damn, this is actually really tough. I'm sad to see one of these go.
Oh, me too. But again, it's one of those. If one of these had to be knocked off, I'm glad it's by a heavy hitter such caliber such as this. It's hard, but for me, I got to go Darth Vader.
Yeah, I'm leaning Darth Vader.
Oh, you chumps!
You can convince him.
It's Dracula, man. He can turn into a bat. It's Gary Oldman. I'll push my boy Gary Oldman to the end.
Damn, this is really tough, man. I haven't written it down yet. It's not in stone. Fuck, man. Yeah, Darth Vader. Darth Vader. Again, that's
a hard one though.
That
man.
one pains
me. That's gonna be a. I mean, Dracula's again, I'm gonna sing your praises now that you've been knocked out and make you look like a worthy opponent. Dracula, iconic. 100%. One of the great things about it is he's so iconic that anybody could lend their voice to it and have a valid, semi-valid Dracula that's worthwhile. You kind of can't fuck with the formula of Darth Vader.
It's James Earl Jones.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. Moving on to our Eastern bracket. I don't know. I'm just picking stuff now. We are going to pick up where we left off.
Mid-South Central bracket.
Pretty much. This is Queens, this is Brooklyn, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, we got an interesting matchup here with Green Goblin of Spider-Man fame versus Hans Landa of Inglourious Basterds fame.
You already know which one I'm going to go for.
Willem Dafoe, I love you so very much, and your turn in the new Spider-Man really upped your count on this one.
Was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Worthwhile showing.
Yeah.
Just can't hold a comparison to Christoph Waltz being a smarmy Nazi shithead.
Yeah. It's Hans Landa.
Yeah,
it's
agreed.
Hans Landa.
Yeah.
Again, respectable showing. I'm glad that you made it this far, but
this to me is the matchup we're moving on from. We're moving on from Hans Landa. This next matchup is also one of the most interesting ones because it's two villains taken from both really classic comedy settings. We have Zool from Ghostbusters, and we have Dr. Evil of Austin Powers.
Oh, this is a good match.
This is a great matchup.
This is a great matchup. Oh man,
I know where I'm leaning.
All right, I gotta take time to think about it. So you go ahead.
Okay, I gotta go Dr. Evil, in the sense of one, he's just vastly more entertaining. And just, I mean, I know that there's so many different factors of villainy, but like, he's hilarious. He's an idiot. You love to hate him, and you also kind of hate that you love him. And he is the embodiment of all the James Bond villains. So I feel like a vote for him is a vote for every shitty James Bond plot device, like smarmy James Bond villain ever. And it's just a classic send-up. And in order to, what do they say? Imitation is the best form of flattery.
Right.
So, I mean, in order for that movie to work, you kind of have to have a villain that's somewhat believable in this world. And not that Zool isn't. I do fuck with some Ghostbusters pretty heavy, but I mean, Zool's in one movie and Dr. Evil's in 3. To the point where they even have his own, like, they follow his story of what he's doing in jail, and like, the people want to see him. The people want to see him. You can't argue.
What say you, brother?
I gotta go Dr. Evil. He's just so memorable, man. Like, you see Zool for, like, what, 2 minutes?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And then they fight fucking Marshmallow.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
It's Dr. Evil.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow does kind of steal the show. Dr. Evil kind of runs it.
It's going to be unanimous. I'm going to go with Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil.
And I'll tell you what it was. I was leaning towards Zool just because being an interdimensional world conqueror is kind of badass. But then you said Dr. Evil is infinitely much more entertaining. And I had, 100% agree with you on that one. Like, I got way more joy and entertainment out of watching Dr. Evil over 3 movies than Zool ever did in the limited time that they were on screen. So, as much as I hate it, Dr. Evil's got to be the one that goes
He's
forward.
the man. It's in his name. What the fuck are we doing here? It's in his name. Anyways, all right. Another fun matchup here. We got HAL 9000 of Space Odyssey, 2001 Space Odyssey, and I'm gonna mess up this name again. Anton Chigurh.
Chingy?
Yeah. Of No Country for Old Men. Cold calculating robot versus almost robotic killer.
Cold calculating psychopathic
Yeah,
killer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Anton Chigurh on this one. He is so captivating in that movie. It's so hard not to watch him and just be totally into it. As much as Hal is a terrifying prospect of humanity's creation gone wrong, I kind of feel like it's been done better in other movies. So I'm going to go with No Country for Old Men on that one.
This is tough because I'm not as versed in 2001 as you guys are. Mm-hmm. What I remember is like, I'm afraid I can't let you do that. All the things that have stood that are in the pop culture lexicon of that movie, I certainly remember. But I don't know, man. One got an Oscar for it. The other one's a calculating robot. Again, it pains me. I think Hal's a phenomenal villain. I mean,
to be fair, he did win an Oscar for that one too.
Not the actual robot.
No.
the robot got
Also, I have no idea that that's true. I was just firing off from the hip. So.
And then opens fire.
Yeah, cutting off the oxygen's pretty fucked up, though. Yeah, I feel like he deserves to go higher into the Sweet 16 HAL 9000, but in order for that to happen, he'd have to knock off No Country for Old Men. Yeah, I gotta go Anton Chigurh.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter what I think.
It does matter what you think.
No, which one you were going to say, Hal?
I think I'm going to go Anton Chigurh. The reason is because I think that he would figure out how early on.
Oh, really?
I do, yeah. I don't think he would be in the same position that the astronauts were in 2001, where they were waiting for their life to be in that position and where Hal is cutting off the oxygen. I think Anton would have made the first move.
Like he would have tried to kill Hal preemptively?
Yes.
He'd be like,
he's just going up to each one of the red dots with his little cattle
that's
prod.
how they kill him. They open the memory banks, right? In the thing. He would have done that earlier on. As soon as things started going soft, he would have just
He'd have pulled the plug.
Yeah.
He'd have been like...
That's what I think. I don't know.
He'd have been like, Hal, before you go, cut my hair. I want it short where it's supposed to be long, and long where it's supposed to be short. Do you like your odds? Anyways, yeah,
he's just a psychopathic thinker. I don't know, man.
Yeah, he's really good in it too. This one's pretty fun. 2 almost comedic people. We have Hans Gruber of Die Hard fame versus the Joker.
I'm gonna go Joker on this one. I mean, psychopathic killer again. Just in terms of sheer body count. As much as I appreciate Hans Gruber being a cold, calculating, dastardly dude, it's the Joker, man.
Yeah, it's the Joker. Bad matchup.
It's all right. I mean, who did Hans Gruber knock out to get here?
John Doe from 7.
Yeah, that would have been a much better matchup.
Well, we already did that match.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. What say you, bro?
Yeah,
I mean, it's the group, but what's he up against?
Joker.
Yeah, it's Joker. I mean, like, big gun, shoot him, done.
Yeah. He wouldn't play for all this. He'd just blow up the building and be like, what was your plan again? Oh, I have a better one? Okay, cool.
Right.
All right, we are getting on into the, what are we in now? That was the Sweet 16. We are getting into the Elite 8. Elite 8. 8. 8. 8. We are going to start it back up top, up here in our North Division. I don't know which one. Don't follow along at home. It's all nonsense. I'm assigning them as I go, different things. Okay, we have Hannibal Lecter versus Predator.
Oh man! Again, it's got to be Hannibal Lecter for all the reasons I previously listed. I mean, the dude's a cold, calculating psychopath, and he's charming as fuck. And yeah, it's got to be him.
Yeah, I gotta go Hannibal Lecter.
I think Predator would find Hannibal Lecter and be like, I don't want to mess with that dude.
Yeah, he'd be like, he's worthy enough, but
He's worthy. Am I?
Am I? Yeah. Hannibal Lecter would like read him like Love and Peace or something, or what is it?
War and Peace.
Yeah, War and Peace. Yeah, I'll say Love and Peace. War and Peace, and he'd be like, I kind of like this guy, and then he'd rip his nose off. Anyways, yeah, Hannibal Lecter, he's too iconic for me. I mean, not that the Predator isn't, but I mean, come on. Okay, Jason Voorhees versus the Kurgan.
Oh shit.
Now we've already established that the Kurgan is from the greatest movie of all time.
We have.
One of 3 movies that are just the
And
greatest.
I'll tell you what. It pains me. Kurgan, you've had a good run. But here comes fucking Jason Voorhees swinging that machete, cutting your head right off, bro. It's got to be Jason. Just sheer iconography. I mean, there's not too many Kurgan t-shirts out there, but I'm seeing a lot of Jason Voorhees t-shirts.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I think Jason Voorhees he's, in my opinion, my favorite slasher of all the 80s. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, good run, though. Good Kurgan.
Kurgan knocked out Voldemort. Jesus.
I mean...
And yeah, he knocked out, Voldemort.
Yeah, it's
Jason?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Jason.
Moving on. Jason.
I mean, we know Kurgan's weakness.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and he's great. He's great by all stretches of the word. All right, we are moving back on. We are into getting down to what is going to be our Elite 8 still. We have Thanos versus Immortan Joe. No disrespect to Immortan Joe. You've had a great run.
Yeah, it's time to go, dude. You're not going to beat the Mad Titan on this one.
Yeah.
Chrome Valhalla for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Chrome Valhalla for you, boss.
We witnessed you, bro. We witnessed you.
Yeah, that's no disrespect. He's a great villain, but
were you leaning towards Immortan Joe, Matthew?
No, I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Moving on. We have Legion / Pazuzu / The Exorcist, whatever the hell you want to call it, versus Amon Goth.
Oh Jesus. See, this is exactly what I didn't want. I've been rooting for demons and Nazis the whole time, and then now I have to split.
Who do you like better, Michael?
Oh, don't even. No, no.
I would say I like demons better. That was an easy answer for me. Easy answer there.
I mean, when you put it that way.
Yeah, to me, I don't know what the back and forth was about. Anyways.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say I probably watch Schindler's List more than I should. That movie fascinates me. Like the performances are just so good. I'm not going to go into that, but I'm a big fan of that, and that guy creeps me out every time I still see it. I'm going to get into some of the points as to why. So, because I think he's probably going to move on, but we'll see if I need to debate more depending on your vote. But to me, it's Amon Goth. That guy's outright despicable.
Yeah, I mean he's horrible. I've seen Exorcist a lot more than I have Schindler's List, so it's hard for me to vote against that. But I mean, of the couple of times I've seen Schindler's List, just outright loathing for a character. Like Pazuzu brings more of a terror factor, just in terms of I would be much more afraid of that. But in terms of villainy, there's an aspect of pure loathing for the character that you should have, and I think he has that in spades. So, once again, I'm going to go with the Nazi.
Yep. Matthew, any thoughts on the matter?
I've never seen Schindler's List.
Really?
You never. Nope.
Do you know anything about the character then?
I mean,
you know
it's a
about
Nazi.
Yeah.
I would go Legion, honestly. Terrifying. Linda Blair, come on.
I'm inclined to agree with you on 99.9% of the time, but this is the one instance where I think maybe just edged out just a little bit. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, the concept is horrifying, but the other one's a Nazi.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to our North bracket or whatever the hell this one is. I don't know. Fuck it. Bracket 2. Play along at home. I don't know. You'll figure it out. We have Sauron of Lord of the Rings versus Freddy Krueger.
Damn, this is a heavy hitter. Okay.
That one's actually pretty tough.
This is a heavy hitter.
Because iconic, you got to go Freddy. Well, I don't know. Sauron, yeah, you just know the eye, but that's not even his physical form, which is still pretty terrifying.
Again, and that's sort of my thing, is why I'm leaning towards Freddy Krueger, is because Freddy Krueger, like Sauron, the concept is terrifying. Like it's the idea of the unstoppable army of evil, the idea of the rebirth of darkness and misery. Whereas Freddy Krueger is a very real, very tangible, physical being that well, not physical, but like in your dreams is a physical being that can really hurt you. So as much as the concept of an unstoppable army is terrifying, I am much more terrified of, I can't go to sleep ever again because otherwise I'm going to get eaten by demonic knife finger man. Like, I got to go Freddy Krueger on this one.
Fair enough. Matthew, I might need some persuasion on this one. Can you help me?
Sauron is like Tom Brady. Rings, he's got them.
I'm not sure if that's a vote for or against.
An endorsement or a condemnation?
It's Sauron, he's evil as fuck. He's got works.
Yeah, I'm inclined to lean more Sauron on this one.
Okay.
But again, Freddy Krueger, man, you're the shit, dude. Like you said, man, the idea of like, I'd much rather fight Jason because at least I know I could. Well, probably not. You could outrun or try something. Like the idea of it coming in your sleep is just like, ugh,
right,
terrifying. Yeah, isolate that, by the way. That's good out of context. All right, so Sauron is moving on. It was a close one though. All right, Darth Vader versus the Xenomorph.
I mean, hands down, it's going to be Darth Vader. Again, Xenomorph is one of my favorite horror. The Alien franchise is one of my favorite horror franchises ever, and then especially when it goes into the action aspect of the second one. But Darth Vader, I mean, pure icon, just recognizability. It's got to be Darth Vader.
You're not going to bring up Alien Resurrection?
No, no one is ever going to bring up Alien Resurrection
of the great quadrilogy.
No, we're not. No.
Yeah, I got to go Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Any arguments, Matthew?
H.R. Giger, but okay.
Who?
the creator of Xenomorphs.
Oh, well, give him a shout out. I don't know who this is.
Hans Reddy Giger is amazing, and the creator of Xenomorphs and all of Aliens. Also worked on Dune and a shitload of other stuff.
I learned something new today here at What You've Been Watching.
If you saw any of his art, you would immediately be like, "Oh, that looks very alien-esque."
It's horny.
He's very like biomechanics and like
horny.
I kind of feel like you could say that about all art, though.
Yeah, but him specifically, he was going through some sexual stuff. I don't know.
Oh.
I learned something new today.
Welcome to the Sexual Awakening podcast with Matt Dudley.
With the hidden phallic symbols broken down here.
Yeah, he did the cover for Dead Kennedys. Oh my God, it's dicks and vaginas penetrating in repetition.
Oh,
that's the cover, and it was banned.
Nice.
Available at your local music store.
Oh, yeah, your retro vinyl shop. And they still exist in small pockets. But yeah, I got to go Darth Vader, and I learned something new, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Cool. What's his name?
Frankenchrist. That's the name of the album.
Frankenchrist. Okay. What's his name again?
Hans Reddy Giger.
H.R. Giger.
H.R. shoving stuff.
Yes.
All right. Moving on. We are into 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, no, we got more. We have Hans Landa versus Dr. Evil. I just got to be real here. Dr. Evil, I am so glad you made it to the Elite. You went much further than I thought you were going to, but I got to yield at Hans Landa from what's Inglourious Basterds. I'm very proud of Dr. Evil, though. I'm super proud he went as far as he did.
Yeah, once again, I got to give it to Christoph Waltz, and just that performance is so captivating. And I was talking about a character that you love to hate, and Hans Landa is definitely that. So, gonna go with that.
It's Dr. Evil for me.
I'll tell you this, it's closer than it should be in my mind. Again, Dr. Evil, like, he's the shit, man.
You tell me the pros of Nazism, Marcus.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said at all.
Defend your position,
I
sir.
was just saying it's closer than it should be, is all I'm saying. Dr. Evil also secretly owns Starbucks, apparently, because his number 2 owns it, and he's his number 2, so...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. He bought stock in it. Yeah.
That's right.
Majority share
Think
leader
about
or
it,
something.
man.
Yeah.
Hans Landa's broke, dog. He's broke. He ain't got succulent lobsters and steaks and all kinds of Cadillacs and shit.
Or a big boy rocket.
Dr. Evil does have a hideout in liquid hot molten magma.
Sharks with laser beams.
Damn it, he's actually really making a really compelling argument.
You think about swing and vote?
That would be a biggest upset of all fucking time.
I mean, yeah.
Man, fuck, I don't want to be the deciding factor on this one, but
You're gonna have to be.
He does make a really compelling argument for Dr. Evil.
I love that you talked yourself.
He treats his child like shit, too.
Yeah, and Hans Landa's broke. Let me just reiterate that. That motherfucker's broke. And the love of money is the root of all evil. Man, fuck, this might be you're about to be pissed at me.
Might I make a counter argument?
Yeah, please.
One of them's a Nazi.
That's true. That's true.
Evil is in his name.
That's the thing, though. All right, I'm trying to remove my fanboyism here.
You're not gonna remove it.
No, he does make a good point, man. He took the time to fund. He wanted sharks with laser beams on their head. That didn't happen. He got pissed when they got really angry sea bass. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's still pretty evil. He was dumping motherfuckers over in chair and fire.
I mean, it only badly burned him, so.
No, he killed a couple of them. Not Will Ferrell, though.
The unconquerable Will Ferrell.
Fuck, man. I gotta decide, though, don't I?
You do.
This is tough. Dr. Evil or Hans Landa? Dr. Evil's moving on.
Oh, shit!
Can't believe I just did
That's
that.
an upset.
I
Oh, no.
can't believe it.
No!
Fuck.
Oh, jeez.
Damn, I'm writing it. It's in. I can't go back on it. I can't go back on it. Dr. Evil over Hans Landa.
That is locked in.
It's locked now. I can't go back on it. Damn, that was okay. I gotta move on because I'll just sit here and be mad at myself.
I'm shocked by that one.
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
Not. He totally deserves it.
He's a great villain. Like all jokes aside, Dr. Evil is a fucking phenomenal villain.
Compared to the Nazi?
I think you just like saying that. I understand that point the first time.
It's just, it's a word. I mean, it is a point you can hang your hat on. I mean, it's.
Yeah, but it's locked in now. It's Dr. Evil.
Okay.
And the biggest upset of the entire match thus far. All right, now we have Joker versus Anton Chigurh.
Oh, man.
To me, it's Joker, man. He's too fucking maniacal.
It's gotta be Joker. I think Anton made a really good run, and he, especially considering he showed up for, I mean, he's not even the main character in his own movie.
And stole the show.
The dude made a great run, but you're not going to beat out the Joker. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing to say.
Yeah, it's the Joker, man. In idiot-iteration. Yeah, and again, I think if we were doing this like top 10, I think Anton Chigurh would make the list of the top 10, but, since we're doing an elimination, whatever. Mm-hmm. But, yeah.
He's got to lose to somebody.
Yeah, he's got to lose to somebody. I don't know if he's the greatest of all time. So
Yeah.
He's up there, though. All right, moving on. We are going, down to the final 4.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God, I can't believe this is moving quickly. All right, here we go. We'll start up top. Hannibal Lecter versus Jason Voorhees. Now is the time to, if you have arguments in your back pocket, display them. And Matthew, I'm going to need you to vocalize what you got going on. I don't want to be the deciding vote on all these. But Hannibal versus Jason. Hannibal Lecter versus Jason Voorhees.
I mean, God, that's so hard, man.
Yeah, they're very different.
Yeah, for vastly different reasons. I will say again, there should be a factor of just absolute terror regarding this matchup, and so when it comes down to it, I am infinitely more afraid of Hannibal Lecter than I am of Jason Voorhees. Jason Voorhees is an unstoppable force, but I kind of feel like as long as I can get in my car and get on a plane and, you know, Amstray.
Keep doing that.
Just
forever.
keep going. Yeah, I'll be okay. Whereas Hannibal Lecter, the dude is so smart and so wealthy and so well connected that there's nowhere I could go to that if he didn't want to just turn my colon into a hat, he wouldn't do it, you know? So I got to go with Hannibal Lecter on this. The guy is just utterly terrifying.
I'm super inclined to agree. I will say this about what's your point about Hannibal Lecter, you could just get up and go anywhere. That was my only beef with the shark from Jaws, is like, what's the name of the family that they terrorize in Jaws?
The Brodies?
Yeah, the Brodies. Yeah. Like, why didn't you just move to Wyoming? Like, problem solved.
Listen,
like,
I had that in my back pocket in case I had to go against Jaws. I'm glad no one else brought it up, so we're just going to steamroll right the fuck over that.
Yeah. But I was like, just move to some landlocked place. Like, my shark problems are down to 0. I don't go to aquariums, none of that shit. I'm good. Anyways.
You want to go to SeaWorld? Nope.
Nope, I'm good. Anyways, yeah, I got to go Hannibal Lecter on this one. It's just sheer terror-wise, man. And Jason is, again, one of the greatest slashers of all time. But to me, man, Hannibal Lecter is just sheer terror. And I won't get into all my reasons, but I think you might be inclined.
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
He's a super strong contender for all this.
He's made it into, this is a what, Final Four now?
Final Four, yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Yep, we're getting there. All right, we will move on to Darth Vader versus Sauron.
Damn.
What's your fandom?
Yeah, this is
Oh, if that's the question? Then
Yeah.
Darth Vader. Fuck those hobbits, I'll say it.
Samwise Gamgee is the realest motherfucker of all time. Though.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Potatoes.
Yeah,
that dude
that's
rocks.
That dude is OG.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in the stew.
Yes, sir. For me, honestly, man, just Darth Vader's way too iconic. Like, not that Sauron isn't. He stood the test of literary time and everything, but at this point, now Darth Vader has too. And, you know, I understand. It's also, one is in control of the army of evil, and so is kind of one. Even though I will say this, the Empire is, for the most part, a pretty well-oiled machine.
Vader's only a general in their army, and Sauron is literally the head of it.
He's like, yeah. But still.
I mean, unless you get into Silmarillion, and then he's like a general in the like cosmic army and whatever, but way too much. Whereas it's Lord of the Rings, right? It's Sauron for me because he's the head evil dude. He creates armies beneath him out of dirt.
Out of dirt, yeah.
And Vader's got a, depending on your canon, either, you know, clones or robots, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, but to betray, like, Sauron was sort of just, I don't know.
And he's redeemed in the end, isn't he not?
Depending. I mean, yes, but, I mean, isn't that maybe what makes him a better villain, is he's able to find redemption at the end?
This is who is evil.
Who is the greater villain, but no, I hear both sides of it, and Darth Vader did kill a bunch of younglings as well.
Yep.
Because of sand. I don't like sand.
I killed them all.
Yeah.
But
man.
not just the men, the women, and the children, and their dogs, and their goldfish. And I tipped over their potted plants, and I peed on the rug.
It's tough. I think I gotta go Vader on this one. I think what he means to cinema is much more to me than what Sauron means to cinema.
Point.
Okay.
That's a good
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
So, yeah. So I got to go Darth Vader into the Final Four. All right, you hear that scratching? That's me locking it in on paper. All right, this one is actually, surprisingly, again, very evil for two very different reasons. We have Thanos versus Amon Goth. Great villains. Great.
Man.
Okay, I've been sitting on this role. I've been trying not to do it.
I haven't seen either of these movies, so I'm gonna let you guys.
All right, Matthew's gonna adjourn. He's not an MCU guy that much, at all. All right, this is what I'll say about Amon Goth. Amon Goth, one, is a real person. And two, but what I was going to say about him is that why he's so terrifying to me as opposed to some of the other like Nazi party members that we had on this list and everything like that. And this is kind of the kicker, is that the joy that he gets from killing these people is what frightens me the most. Mm-hmm. And it's not only that he's just killing them, it's that these people are already put into concentration camps. And the joy, like their life is already about as miserable as one can possibly be on this planet Earth in a lifetime. And the joy he gets just from fucking with these people. And like the sheer joy of just like, there's a scene where he grabs a pistol and he puts it to someone's head and he pulls the trigger. And he's just killed everyone else in line. And he goes to the final person and he pulls the trigger and it doesn't click. And then he like takes the gun out and he cleans it, tries it again. And the person's just sitting there just in sheer terror. And this guy's like, dude, do your fucking job. Kill the person. Like it. There's a whole scene where Oscar Schindler goes to Amon Goth and he talks to him about what power is. And Amon Goth's whole thing in the movie is like, oh, I have the power whether these people live or die. Mm-hmm. And Oscar Schindler convinced him. There's a whole scene about pardoning someone is what gives you power. And he's like, to go to someone to say that like I forgive your transgressions and I'm going to let you live. That is power. And so there's this scene where Amon Goth is standing in the mirror and he's like kind of peacocking a little bit, and he's like, I pardon you. I pardon you. I pardon you. And he's like trying to
making a mockery of it.
No, he really is trying to take it to heart because he wants to be powerful in the most, every sense of the word, whatever little bit of power he can squeeze from the Jewish people, which he has subjugated at this point, he wants it bad. And then not only does he do that, he ends up going later and somebody fucks up and he kind of lets him slide. He's like, okay. And then it happens again. He's like, I pardon you. And then you see him go back and he dwells on it. And then he goes back and kills the fucking person. Yep. And it's like, whoa, this dude is he just wants to kill him more than he is downright absolutely despicable. So that is why he is, to me, and there's several examples like that throughout the film where he's just a dog shit human being. And it kind of, the movie eventually kind of goes off him and it focuses more on Oscar Schindler, but he still is a real factor in it. But to me, it's just every scene that he's in. There's a scene where he just has a sniper rifle and he's just...
Sure.
There's a shot like this camera follows somebody from like close to his house where he's staying and you hear gunshots. And you hear, and the person keeps walking, and the camera stays with him, and then you just see a little boy with his brain matter on the cement or the dirt, whatever, and she just keeps walking, and you hear more gunshots, and it's just like, is that gunshot for me? Is he just missing or fucking with me? Is he just killing people next to me? Like, what is going on? And the fact that he just wants to fuck with people that are already in the worst possible predicament for a sheer belief in the Nazi party, that he is really being the best absolute Nazi he can be, is fucking, to me, gives him the edge over Thanos. But again, body count wise, Thanos is fucking no one on the list beats Thanos' body count. Granted, everybody comes back, and even Thanos is a little bit, in a weird way, again, his methods aren't there. But, his heart kind of is in the right place. He ultimately wants to save the world. And now that Eternals has come out, and Matthew's about to freak out here, but now that Eternals come out, it's like, did he know about the emergence? So was he protecting all the planets from the emergence of the Celestials in the first place? Time will tell that. I hope MCU at least considers that when they speak of Thanos, and his brother Eros is in it now.
They have a pretty good tendency of closing loops and giving you satisfactory answers to issues raised. So Kevin Feige gets a pass.
So was Thanos right is now the $1 million question. And even in like the Hawkeye show, you see a mug that says Thanos was right. It's kind of like the ongoing like thing. So it's tough though, man. Thanos is the shit.
Yeah.
And like he fucks up. I mean, superheroes, like he folds each and every one of them, not only individually, as a group,
in turn, two at a time, various combinations. Yeah.
It took Tony Stark to get 6 magic rocks to snap him and his army out of existence. Like that's fucking like this dude when he sets his mind to something, like luck has to be on you. Right. Even Doctor Strange said we've run 14,605,000
different scenarios.
Yeah, different timelines. He's like, how many do we win?
One.
Think of the odds of that. So this one is really tough. Really tough. The terror I get from watching Amon Goth and Schindler's List is very real. very real, and the enjoyment he gets from things. Thanos doesn't seem like he's enjoying it. He just seems like he's burdened with purpose. If that makes any sense.
Sure. And I'll say this. I agree with you in terms of Thanos at his core believes that what he is doing is the right path for not just him, but for all of humanity or all of the universe even. Just he absolutely sees that reality as we know it is coming to an impasse. You know, there's resources running finite, death and destruction for want of these resources and stuff like that. And so the way to bring balance to that is to just, well, if there's less people, there's less wants. There's more resources. Now, why you don't have the magic rocks and just wish for infinite resources, I'll never understand. It seems like a simple fix to me, but what do I know? But like you said, the whole thing with Thanos is, you're right. He's burdened with glorious purpose. He honestly believes he's the smartest man in the room, and what's worse is he's the only one who can see the problem and fix it. And so, if not me, then who else? If I don't have the strength to do what must be done, then we're all fucked. Pure body count, it's pretty tough to beat that. I mean, you beat decimate trillions with the mere mention of a whim. But like you said, I mean, Eamon Goth is every middle school bully to the nth degree. Given ultimate power, that's exactly what every middle school bully would be. Is just, you're already in a shitty place, nobody wants to be there, and somehow or another he always finds that way to just dig the knife in just a little bit deeper and just make the situation that much worse, no matter what it is. I mean, literally, you're hiding in shit to get away from him.
Yeah.
You know? And I will say that I feel that Eamon Goth, even though he may not be as active a participant in his particular villainy as Thanos is, like Thanos is very much actively trying to seek the stones and take out the Avengers and yada yada yada. The shadow of Eamon Goth is over that entire movie. Like, every single person from Oscar Schindler on down is constantly aware of his presence and exactly how terrifying and maniacal he can be. And that shadow looms really large and really heavy over everyone's actions. So there's a lot to be said for that, I think.
Also, about Eamon Goth, and this is going to be, like, I don't know, maybe controversial, but just bear with me. When weak white men get power, that is some scary shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm a white dude myself. I've seen it. I mean, I think it's just like the fragile male ego of this guy is like,
sure.
No, I finally get to run, this one thing. This little camp is mine, and it's like, I will rule it with an iron fist. And like, he's really just scared and weak. And then you give a scared man power. Like, Thanos is by no means weak, but that also leans to why he's a great villain.
But isn't he Machiavellian?
Like, who? Thanos?
Thanos, yeah.
Yeah. He's very much, not necessarily survival of the fittest, but like, might makes right. And so,
I mean, that's not any less evil. He
no,
kills
you're
like
right.
trillions of fucking entities in the universe. By my understanding.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, half of all of existence.
I don't know, man. Am I the tiebreaker on this one?
I haven't even really decided. I'm just kind of kicking out what I'm
pontificating.
trying to hear myself say it because I like to hear myself talk. But no,
you want to go ahead and throw it to a vote?
Oh man, I'll say this one more thing. Recognizability. Thanos takes the cake. It's one of the highest grossing films of all time. But fuck, man. I don't know. What do you think, man?
As much as it's gonna pain me to do this, and I think he's had a really, really, really good run. He's a great iconic villain, and as much joy as I get from watching his villainy in those movies, I gotta give it to. I can't let Thanos beat out Eamon Goth just because. I think the impact of just his capabilities and the things that he might do to the populace looms so large over that movie that he essentially he might not even need to do anything in that movie. It's just the abject fear and terror of don't let Eamon get you. You know, like that. I think that's to be a lot. Like I said, he's the world's most uber, middle school bully, and that's terrifying. Like as anyone who's ever been subjected to bullying or harassment in any form in school, like it's terrifying. Like you can't escape it. You know it's coming, and all you can do is just hope that maybe today you get through and unscathed. And that's really terrifying.
Yeah, I think if this was a top 10 list, Thanos would probably be 5, but I think I gotta go Eamon Goth on this one. Matthew, any thoughts? Or
no.
This is where he shocked us all and votes for Thanos. He's like, I love those movies.
Yeah, best movie ever. Can I say, recently I watched some films of the superhero variety. Suicide Squad, Star the Conqueror, awesome.
Nice, okay.
Peacemaker, Butterflies, cool,
right?
And I just started Doom Patrol. Brendan Fraser, Alan Tudyk, written by Grant Morrison, mostly. So good. The story literally goes up a donkey's ass within episode 2.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So if I'm gonna vote, I'm gonna throw a die D&D style because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So I guess Eamon Goth?
Yeah, Eamon Goth.
Eamon Goth, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Beats out the Mad Titan.
Beats out the Mad Titan. That was a good one. That was a really good one. We're getting down to the nitty gritty.
Perfectly balanced. As
Yeah,
all things should
balanced. All right. This next one is 2 clowns in very different rights. We have Joker, the Joker, versus Dr. Evil.
Okay. This is a hard one because again, how do you compare, whimsy comedic villain versus
Also a whimsical comedian.
In a sense, yeah.
I mean, listen, Dr. Evil he's terrifying in terms of, again, his
stupidity.
Or I would say his ambition. His ambition far exceeds his capability. The guy wants to put a laser on the moon or hold the world hostage. He never actually does any of those things. Whereas in every aspect of the Joker being on screen, if he says he's going to do something, it pretty much happens. A few exceptions, but I mean, again, and I've brought this up before, but the image of the Jack Nicholson Joker throwing a parade where he lures in the citizens of Gotham with promise of money and a showdown with the Batman. It's literally bread and circuses.
He paints a mustache on prized artworks.
Defamation of art. That's pretty bad.
To a Prince soundtrack.
Which also adds cool factor because if you can get Prince to write your soundtrack for you, you're winning in life. You are.
Let's pose that question. Did Dr. Evil, does he have a theme song?
He has the score that comes in that's kind of generic. Yeah, the whatever.
But he doesn't have Bat Dance, does he?
No, he does not have Bat Dance.
He does not have the
These
party
are questions, right? Like, let's weigh the memorable.
Yeah, I mean, he is the party man. That's a true story. Even in other iterations of the Joker, like let's say the Heath Ledger version, okay? Mm-hmm. Even on a personal level, like when he's sitting there on the phone and he's got the guy and he's like, someone will die or whatever, and he like tortures the guy and you hear him laughing, like that's very personal. That's not just like, well, I'm just going to blow up a building and I don't see the death on these people's face. Like he has no problem seeing it right up close in person. Mm-hmm. Like it's on a grand scale. It's on a personal scale. It's like, I will go fuck with your family just cause. And we're omitting all the comic book stuff just because that's too easy.
Because we're trying to keep it strictly cinema.
Let's weigh even, right? Jack Nicholson comedic version, right? Versus Dr. Evil, right? Let's do that one just for shits and giggles, right?
I knew it was going to come down to this. Michael and I had a huge debate as should we decide which iteration of the Joker.
Yeah.
But it's all good. No, I'm fine with that.
Let's just look at them like similar style.
Right.
Laughing gas, and he watches them laugh themselves to death because it's like, this is my party, and my party is funny as fuck.
Yeah.
He becomes stalker obsessed with Vicky
Dr.
Vale
Evil
to the
doesn't
point.
have that follow through,
Good point. Good point. I got to lean the joke. I'm really surprised Dr. Evil made it to the Elite Eight.
Like, he used an insane amount of money to launch himself into space with, like, a big boy statue, right? That's his level of evil.
Right.
Sharks with laser beams, but, like, poisoning a crowd of people that are there to adore you because it's fucking funny.
That's some evil shit.
Yeah. Which is the most comics accurate version. That part of that movie is the most comics accurate thing.
I will absolutely argue that Jack Nicholson's Joker is a better Joker than Heath Ledger's Joker. I'll just say it. Not as well acted, but a better version.
Yeah. So, Matthew, I think you raised some good points. Again, shout out to Dr. Evil. You were a 14
Had
seed.
a hell of a run.
Yeah, I got to go the Joker on this one.
We will pay you your ransom of $1 million.
$1 million. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has come down to this. The money maker, the everything, what everyone tuned in for. The final four. I'm going to read them off to you first. We have Hannibal Lecter, the Joker, Darth Vader, and Eamon Goeth. All right. In our first matchup, we have Darth Vader and Eamon Goeth.
Damn.
This is where all
Space Nazi versus actual Nazi.
Yeah. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. This is a tough one for me, and I'll tell you why. Because it comes down to how do we judge these against each other? Like,
right.
there's certain aspects you have to take into consideration. You know, how iconic is the villain? Body count, you know, their impact on the heroes' lives and the lives around them. You know,
ambition, motivation, personal
longevity in terms of movies. You know, so there's all these different factors. So for me, this is going to come down to iconography and longevity versus real terror, and I mean that because Darth Vader, as legendary as he is and as recognizable as he is, and the longevity of the movies that he's been in. I mean, Eamon Goeth only has been in one movie. However, Eamon Goeth was a real dude, and to me, real terror will probably almost always upset fantasy terror, just because that the potential for it to really happen has already been proven. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, and there's still people, unfortunately, out there that believe whatever bullshit he believed. Unfortunately, those people still exist.
Right. I don't know too many people that are running around spouting the Empire's rhetoric, but there's a lot of fucking Nazis out there that are still hung up on this. So, as much as I hate to do it, and Lord help me, I love Darth Vader. He's great. He's one of the best villains of all time. He deserved to be in the Final Four. He was my pick to maybe go all the way. But Eamon Goeth, I mean, killed real, actual people. And there's something to be said for that.
Yeah. And plus, we got a Ray Fiennes when he got eliminated from Voldemort. He
this is his redemption story.
Matthew, you got any thoughts on it, man? Or?
I mean, Vader exploded a whole planet for information. You know? A whole planet.
Unnecessarily, even. Already got the information and then just did it for
shits and giggles, just to prove his point.
Although technically it was Grand Moff Tarkin.
He enjoyed that shit.
Yeah, he was ready to do it. He was ready to pull the trigger anyway. It didn't matter what she said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Vader. It's Space Nazis fantasy. It's both a fantasy like evil empire situation, and also like he's kind of a Nazi too.
Yeah, I'll say this. What tips the scales for me is, okay, so we got, how memorable is it? Darth Vader takes the cake on that one.
Right.
Body count. Darth Vader definitely takes the cake on that one.
Right?
Personal terror. I think Eamon Goeth probably takes it there. Okay. But again, Darth Vader pretty much just to fuck with Leia was like, I'm gonna blow up your planet. Like, that's pretty personal.
That could be pretty neck and neck. In terms of,
it's
depending
close
on where you are, you know.
Performance. I mean, fucking Eamon Goeth. Like I said, the fact that he's a real person and that people believe the shit that someone like this still could exist is fucking terrifying. Darth Vader is also just what he represents. It is the evil empire. It's the whole argument is like people don't want freedom, they want order. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's like, well, do we? And part of me kind of understands that in a sense. It's like, yeah, I would probably jump through the hoops if shit was going, if it was a well-oiled machine that I was jumping through.
Sure.
And I'm not saying that's how I feel every day, but, you know, I think we might all kind of relate to that on some point. And he is while technically it's like Palpatine or whatever, I think Darth Vader is just like he represents so much of that. Of like, how evil is it when you're just following orders? Well, he didn't do this.
He chose to blow up.
Right, he is following orders, but he also wholeheartedly believes everything that the Emperor is selling. So
that's
why it's similar fight against the two of them.
Right.
So they're in a similar position.
I mean, they both take joy in subjugation and, you know, murder of innocent people. I mean,
yeah, the point that I was saying that I was going to get at is like when you hear that all the time. Well, he was just following orders. Well, like that doesn't redeem. It's not a redeeming fact. Like, oh well, he was just doing what the Emperor said. It's like, well, you could have just force choked that motherfucker. And like, you know, whatever.
Had all that time to throw him down an elevator shaft.
Yeah. I gotta go. Man, this is actually really tough. I think I gotta go Vader.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Where is costume in the metric of like?
Well, that would be
brand recognition.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the Nazi uniform is unfortunately pretty recognizable too.
You're right.
Yeah, but I mean,
are you talking yourself out?
I mean,
now?
no, they did have designers that fucking worked on that shit, just like fucking Star Wars did. Like, you're right.
Shout out to Hugo Boss.
Jeez. Oh man.
Yeah, it's Vader for me.
Yeah. I think I got to go Vader on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eamon Goeth made a great run.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, he did.
In this bracket, I want to be clear on that. In this bracket, had a great run.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is the other half of the Final Four, and then we get down to it. So Vader is moving on to the finals. This is going to be a doozy right quick. Hannibal Lecter versus Joker.
Damn. Matthew, why don't you start? You haven't started off one yet. I want to hear your thoughts.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah.
It's to the point now where all
who's
discussions.
Who's a more psychopathic thinker, right? It's like Inspector Deck. He hangs back and he watch you lying and he takes your ass to court, right?
Wu-Tang Clan. Good reference. Thank you for that. Mikey. Inspector Deck of all. He doesn't get enough love.
No, he doesn't. Is it Hannibal or is it Joker? Like, who will outthink the thinker and who's more psychopathic? Like, Joker is like, oh, I'm the wild card. Oh, you can't guess what I'm doing. But I think Hannibal will.
You think so?
According to what Matthew just said, just for me to play off that, I think that the second Hannibal realized that this guy is a fucking problem, he would craft his plan just to take him out. He's like, yeah, we're not doing all that blowing up shit.
And
like,
then eat his brains or his liver.
Yeah, I think he's smart enough to recognize a threat, and he's like, I'm not going to let you get any more power than you already have. Like, I'm going to find out. Unfortunately, Joker has like underworld connections.
So you think Hannibal Lecter is going to succeed where the Batman failed so many times?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, yeah, because Batman has like that limit, right? He has that one thing he won't do, and Hannibal don't. He'll eat
like meatloaf.
No, that's a really good point though. Hannibal would.
That is true.
He would eat him.
He would just cut his throat and eat his eyeballs for pleasure.
And he would take great joy in doing it.
And Joker takes advantage of that, of the fact that Batman, that's the whole game to him, which doesn't make it any less evil.
I think Joker wouldn't even see it coming because he'd be so obsessed with the bat that Hannibal will eat a brain in the process.
So it's interesting how like we've considered all these factors of like, oh, what makes a good villain, and then sometimes it just boils down to, in our natural instincts, who would win in a fight, goddamn?
Who would eat whose brain?
Right. Oh man, this is super tough, and I will say this: I think the fact that there's multiple iterations of the Joker works against him in this case.
Really?
Against him in this case. Yeah, because
explain just.
I mean, because there's one consistent Hannibal Lecter, played by the same actor, very much so.
I mean,
Anthony.
There was another.
Yeah, there's like the Hannibal series.
Well, yeah, we're talking movies. I mean, I don't think there was a young Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, there was
Red Dragon.
No, but there also was a Hannibal movie where it literally was his origin story.
And he ate brains.
Yeah, I know, but Hannibal is still played by Anthony Hopkins.
No, in the movie. That
was the
origin
one
story.
Yeah, there were the young kid. Okay, yeah, I take that back. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
And he only gets worse the more movies they put out. He only gets more
that's
evil.
true.
Like,
Yeah. Okay. Excluding the one guy that played it, the young kid.
Excluding all these.
No. But there's still more iterations of the Joker than there is of Hannibal Lecter.
That's true.
Sure.
When you say Hannibal Lecter, like, let's just be real. It's Anthony Hopkins. When you say the Joker, you're like, well, was it Heath Ledger? Did you like Joaquin Phoenix? So his motives stay consistent cinematically. It's whether they're his own, they change person to person. His MO is still very like, oh, it's some Hannibal Lecter shit that he would do. So much so that when they saw a similar MO of a different killer, they went to Hannibal Lecter to get that. And it's like nobody can understand this evil quite like you. And there's something to be said for that you're respected amongst the quote-unquote good guys enough to be like, hey, let me holler at you real quick and pick your brain.
This is the expert opinion, the expertise we need.
Yeah, there's something to be said about that when you have the CIA being like, you're the most evil fuck we know, and you're also the most brilliant. Like, what do we do here? And it's like, I'll tell you, but you're going to play my game, and it's still on my terms.
Right.
I mean, Joker is a fascinating character, but I mean, I just think...
See, I would argue that the Joker having different iterations works to his advantage because you get to choose your flavor. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't like this particular iteration of the Joker or this particular version from this movie, hey, just wait 4 to 5 years. We're going to bring him right back. We're going to give you a flavor that's going to be more akin to your taste. That's fine. So, I don't know. Like, for me, just in terms... It comes down to which one is a better villain compared to which one has more has longer legs, has more recognizability and better brand recognition. And I really got to go with the Joker on this one. I mean, I don't see too many kids dressing up, as Hannibal Lecter for Yom Kippur. So, see a lot of Jokers out there, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough, though, because if we're just looking body count, then he definitely wins it. If we're just looking at longevity, like, he definitely wins it. The Oscar...
I mean, I'll give him this. Hannibal Lecter does it with much more style and grace, much more charisma. But the Joker he's too big. He's too recognizable.
Shit. What you think, Matthew?
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
Because I'm leaning towards Hannibal Lecter at the moment. I'll just put mine out there. I'm leaning towards Hannibal Lecter at the moment. But I think this when it comes down to the final four, we can't just be like 2 versus 1. We need to have a little bit.
Fuck.
It's tough. I know.
Yeah, it's really, really, really
both
hard.
of them won Oscars for their role.
It's really hard. Yeah, both of them. Yeah, exactly. What iteration of the Joker do you use versus it's Anthony Hopkins?
Yeah. So much so I forgot the other movie existed.
Yeah. And I'd be hard to not vote for Anthony Hopkins, in anything. I think it's the Joker. And the reason is, in some versions, he's such a chaotic personality that maybe Hannibal Lecter can't figure him out.
So, Joker?
I think maybe Joker.
Okay.
I mean, Hannibal did get caught, and Joker will always get out.
I mean, technically, so did Hannibal.
I mean, so did Hannibal. But yeah, I don't know, man.
It's really tough.
Yeah, they're really hard characters.
There's a lot of similarities. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities on this. Yeah, I still think I'm leaning Hannibal Lecter. I mean, again, it's the final four, so it's like anyone who moves on has certainly earned their spot.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All the show nuffs and the Kurgans and all that, they're all weeded out at this point. We're talking real deal, Yeah, I think maybe it's because when I was just younger or whatever like that when I saw it, maybe that's playing a factor. But I still think Hannibal Lecter frightened me more.
Okay.
Personally, yeah, I think he's a better villain. In the fact that is he on your side? Is he not on your side? Joker's kind of clear cut. He's not. Joker's not the type to really in small, at least cinematically. He's not like, hey, let me use you for my advantage, and then
he's not playing both sides.
Not in the movies. Not in the movies.
Right.
In the comics, he does that all the time. I'll use you for a little bit, then I'm gonna backstab you. In the movies, he's pretty much so just like, hey, you're on my way. I'm gonna shoot you. Haha. Whatever.
Right.
Hannibal is is this guy even Clarice is kind of how much is this guy really fucking with me?
Right.
So the uncertainty of it again. I think cinematically, Joker is an agent of chaos which also, I hate when they say this in the movie. I'm not trying to get into it. He's like, do I look like a guy with a plan? And then he has a plan for everything, which is like, thank you, Chris Nolan, for that. I'm like, yeah, you do, actually.
I feel like Hannibal is somebody that, if he was in the Batman franchise, that Gordon would go to him to help solve the Joker problem.
Sir, I want to buy your comic book.
That's actually, wow. Yeah.
You should do that.
A mashup.
Yeah. Hannibal Lecter meets Batman. I would read the shit out of that.
Yeah. Like, the CIA is not typically, like, in none of the movies, like, the CIA or FBI hasn't gone to Joker and be like, help me find the Penguin. They're like, hey, your ass needs to stay right the fuck where you're at. The less you say is more. Like, great. Yeah, I got to go Hannibal on this one. Just because of the uncertainty of, like, he's so well respected even in the quote-unquote good guy community that it's like, he commands respect.
I think Joker, I don't know, Joker might even be scared of him because, like, he eats people.
Yeah, even Joker does have some weird lines that show up sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. I don't know. I'm kind of split on this, honestly. Like, for real. What, you're a Joker and you're Hannibal?
Yep.
Now I'm the tie?
Yeah. It's not fun, is it?
No, it's not. Hannibal will eat you with fava beans. I'm going to go Hannibal.
Hannibal Lecter moving on from the Joker. That was a tough one.
That was well fought, Joker.
That was applause. Applause all the way around.
I know how you got those scars.
He will help the cops catch Joker and then eat somebody in the process.
And escape.
And escape simultaneously on a plane to, like, Paraguay or something.
Yeah, or Cuba, wherever
or Cuba, or wherever.
I think he does go to Paraguay, actually.
Something, who knows? Who knows, man? All right, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final. We have gone through 64 opponents, and only 2 remain. This is the championship match.
And we'll see you next time on the
In 3 more months. No, it's fine. It is Hannibal Lecter versus Darth Vader. And this was actually on my prediction of who it might come down to.
I had a feeling.
And I actually tried to prevent that, but I was like, it's going to be...
Did you, though?
It's going to be one of 4 people. It's like...
No, we... Not like we plotted it, but we definitely, like,
had a feeling.
in setting up the bracket, we had an idea of, like, I got a feeling
it's Lakers again.
Yeah. It's like when you have, Hannibal Lecter, Darth Vader, it's like, these 2 are here for a reason.
Right.
Even the final 4, if you look at it, Eamon Goth, Hannibal Lecter, Joker, it's like, geez, working your way backwards, you can, except for a couple upsets, it all kind of makes sense.
Listen, Castor Troy going over Agent Smith to me was the upset of all upsets. I can't believe that I convinced you guys.
You didn't
guys
convince
are
me.
patsies.
You didn't convince me. All right. Anyways, let's get down to it. We can recap later. Hannibal Lecter versus Darth Vader. This is
Start it off, man.
This is the most different matchup of all time. I'll say this: I think what Darth Vader represents is far more evil than Hannibal Lecter. Just in the fact that it is the evil empire. And like,
sure, I would argue that Hannibal Lecter, and this is just me playing devil's advocate. I would argue that Hannibal Lecter represents the madness of man in terms of, like, how depraved can one individual go, which is equally terrifying. The unstoppable war machine is one thing, but the act of a singular madman can also be equally terrifying.
Yeah, and to go back to it a little bit in the sense of the Joker versus Hannibal Lecter a little bit, not to backtrack, but to take something from the Joker element. They share so many elements in the sense of, like, Hannibal Lecter usually gives somebody all their wildest desires before, like, he's going to fulfill whatever, like, even when, I guess, Gary Oldman, when he was, like, in the second movie, Hannibal, whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, he like spoiled this dude rotten or whatever, like gave him all these sexual fantasies and desires, like all these orgies and stuff, and then he like made him eat his own brain later and disfigured his face just for fun. Like
yeah.
So he kind of like fulfills those wildest desires in you, and then it's like, I'm gonna take all that away. And Darth Vader's just like,
he's
fuck your planet.
He didn't have the high ground though. Vader did.
No, he did not.
That's the question. Who has the high ground in this? Because that's going to be the determinant factor. We see how that works out.
Yeah.
I think Hannibal Lecter respectable because even if you think you're using him, he's always using you, and he with Clarice and with the Ed Norton character, Graham, I think is his name,
so.
in Red Dragon. He's constantly subtly pumping you for information to learn your weakness, and then eventually he's going to turn it. He's going to stab you in the back with it when you least expect it, and that's pretty conniving and pretty patient. Like it's really impressive for a villain that is willing to play the long game and play on your fears and your suspicions, and maybe this little bit of information is real and maybe it's not, and you're constantly questioning whether or not my motives are in your best interest or my own best interest. Whereas Vader is literally just the strong arm of a military, just force and fear made wrought, you know?
Yeah.
So it's two very different villains, man, for two very, very different reasons. One is much more psychological. The other is very much more overall fear of the inevitable in terms of just oppression and you know, again, it's a Nazi send-up, you know. Damn, dude. So really what it's going to come down to for me, is who is more recognizable and who has the longevity of films behind him, and it's got to be Vader. Just as good as Anthony Hopkins is at being Hannibal Lecter, Darth Vader will always be a much more iconic villain. And I have to pay homage to that, so I'm going to go with Darth Vader. Hard decision. I don't like it, but I have to.
You make some really valid points there. Yeah, it's like I keep throwing this out there, but it's what Darth Vader did for cinema. That was like, as a child, the first big bad that I remember, and like the whole breathing thing, everything's so memorable.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's the whole Darth Vader does his bidding at such a larger scale than Hannibal Lecter. But again, I don't always know which one's more frightening. Like, who would I rather interact with? I'd much rather interact with Darth Vader. Like, he's going to choke me till I give him information, then he'll kill me. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hannibal
Lecter, he's going to play the long game and torture you and string you along, you know, like a cat playing with a, you know, disemboweled mouse or something like that.
Yeah, so, like, personally, like I said, I'm just the type of person that's like, hey, just, here's the information. There you go. You can kill me now. Shoot me into space. Whatever it is you got to do, boss. Like,
because I want these cheeseburgers.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight you. Like, you can just, force choke me. Like, Hannibal Lecter, he has a field day of people that fancy themselves thinkers. He's like, oh, you do? You think you're a smart person? Okay.
Let's play chess.
Yeah, right. And it's not even, and I'm going to let you just, like, I'm just going to fuck with you. And to me,
my pawn. You got my pawn.
Yeah, and it's hilarious to him on some level. Like, the true sociopathic nature of it all is just like, holy shit. Like,
you're playing chess and he's playing Master Chef.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that you're right. And like, in a weird way, like, you're not even playing the same game that he's playing. Like, he's already moved on to some other shit, and you won't know about it until, whoops, what web is this that I've found myself caught in?
Yeah.
Oh, there goes my face.
Yeah.
But again, I'm sticking with Vader.
Yeah, no, it's, again, I don't think there's any wrong answer here. They're both so fucking good. I think the only reason I'm going to go in this, and it's not Darth Vader's fault by any means. Again, what he represents is very real in this world, but the idea that Hannibal Lecter is grounded in reality is a little bit more terrifying.
I did bring that up with Eamon Goth, and I knew you were going to use that against
me.
me.
I was waiting on Hannibal Lecter to use it. Don't worry. But again, it's not anything against Darth Vader. Like,
is it split again?
Yeah. And I don't think there's a wrong answer here.
Oh man,
this is why we brought you in. This is the deciding factor. So.
Yeah, this is super hard, right? So like Hannibal Lecter, when you watch that movie for the first time, you don't realize that he's the bad guy, right?
Right.
He's not really the bad guy. It's Buffalo Bill, right?
Right.
Sure.
In the story of it,
sure.
Right? Even though in the end he ends up being the big bad.
Vader
is from the get-go shown as the bad guy, even though story-wise, you know he's not. He's just a general in the army, and it's all about Palpatine. So, like, it's kind of... a little swapped, right? Because like Hannibal is the story really bad guy, even though it tries to make a toss at it's about Buffalo Bill. Like he has more screen time than Hannibal Lecter, I think, probably. Vader has way more screen time than Palpatine does. And is also way more iconic.
Yeah. It's no, I hear you. I hear you on that one. And even then, it's like I guess Hannibal Lecter, even though it is Buffalo Bill in the one movie, you know, what he does is still fucking outright evil. Even within, if we're just looking at Silence of the Lambs, take out Red Dragon, take out Hannibal. If you just look at Silence of the Lambs, even though he's not the big bad guy, he still wears a dude's face to escape. You know what I mean? Like
correct.
So he does in a sense overshadow Buffalo Bill, but you're right. It's not till much later in the movie that you realize like, oh shit, this guy's real deal.
This is really about Hannibal Lecter and not about Buffalo Bill. Well, Vader, it's like, oh, Vader, he's so evil. Palpatine's the real bad guy, right? Like he's the Imperial dickhead, right?
That's the official title, Imperial dickhead.
Yeah. This is hard. Vader does blow up a whole planet. Hannibal's just about eating people. Like it all serves. Whatever happens, it's all like I ate someone's liver in the end, and then I was fled to Cuba. Like, look how much smarter I am.
Yeah, he's narcissistic and sociopathic on a level, you know.
And then Vader has that redemption quality to him that Hannibal never gets.
He kind of does at the end of the second movie, where he kind of like, I guess him and Clarice hook up.
I guess they make him.
I don't think they don't hook up, but he agrees to leave her alone, basically.
Well, they still hook up.
And then he cut off his own. Doesn't he cut off? Well, we're not talking about the book. My bad. But he does cut off his own hand because at the end of the movie, she's handcuffed to him. And she's like, "I'm not going to let go," and he cuts off his own hand to leave. So he does make a sacrifice in order to. He could have just as easily killed her. So he does redeem himself in terms of he finds value in another person.
On a small level, he redeems
just so
himself.
that he can eat somebody.
Yeah.
Like the whole he chops his own hand off so that he can leave her and go eat someone else.
Yeah, it's not.
And Vader, like in the end, he's like, "I'm your pappy," and he's like, "No, it's not true." He's like, "No, it's totally true." And then he dies, and it's like, "Oh, that's my pappy." Hannibal never gets that. He just wants to eat somebody with fava beans
and a nice Chianti.
And a Chianti is like, what's more evil?
Yeah. It's tough. Like I said on this one, we're going to be definitive because this is what it is. But yeah, man, I think we got to decide here. It comes down to it.
I mean, I'm going Vader. It's got to be Vader.
You're still on Hannibal.
Yeah.
Fucking shit.
Again, so all that rambling just to bring us right back around to.
There's no wrong answer. I don't think.
There is a wrong answer.
I'm gonna go Anthony Hopkins.
Hannibal Lecter.
Oh my god!
It's in the books now. I'm not gonna make
Get
Matthew
the
second
fuck
guess.
out of here.
He eats people.
No. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. He earned it. That's how the bracket goes. I think you all are mistaken.
Like Godzilla would have won if I had no chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, come and get it. Like radioaction, fucking breath all over you. You can't stand it. You can't do it. What you gonna do? Yeah. Shark me up? No.
Shark me up.
All right. To recap real quick, Hannibal Lecter has defeated Darth Vader in the championship. That was a well-fought match.
Guys, well done. This is good showing all around.
So here at the What You Been Watching podcast, we have decided that
Hannibal Lecter is the greatest movie villain of all time.
Set in stone. Write it down, ladies and gentlemen. We've done all the hard work for you here on the podcast.
And out from the ring, fucking with the chair, comes the Nazi from Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Out from the back comes Show Enough. Now, to your point, though, if it was up to me, I'd be like, if it's just my favorite, I'm like, well, fucking Show Enough. From last of all these chumps, it's Show Enough. He's just the asshole. But yeah, it's again, there were so many of them that weren't like. There's no wrong answer. Like you can make a if somebody came up to me and said, "Oh, I think Darth Vader's the greatest movie villain of all time," I'd be like, yeah, that's reasonable. It's not like way out of left field. If somebody said Hannibal Lecter, I'd be like, yeah, okay. Right. Joker, I'd be like, maybe comic book, but
listen, I mean, as far as the final four goes, I think that it's pretty hard to argue with any of those choices, and they earned their merits. You know, say what you want, but listen.
Evil is in his name.
Yeah, Dr. Evil had the surprise run of the tournament. So,
all right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for the What You've Been Watching podcast, the official Villains bracket. I am the marvelous Mike Dudley signing off. Please, if you have comments, questions, concerns, please reach us at whatyou'vebeenwatchingpodcast@gmail.com or on Facebook at Dudley Bros Podcast. Go ahead.
yeah, I just want to sign off. MD3 checking out. I want to thank our guest, Matthew Dudley, for coming on and helping us decide.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Anything you want to plug, brother? Put yourself out there.
Just hit me up on Instagram, MK Dudley Art. That's where I'm at. Hit me up.
If
I
you
make a
have-
bunch of weird shit. I do tattoos, make art, dog portraits. Don't send me weird fucking photos of dumb shit. Please. No dick pics.
Yeah. Well, we'll cross the line on dick pics. Maybe tasteful dick pics. Maybe
Tasteful.
No.
If they're really tasteful.
Really tasteful. I need at least some glitter, something. I don't know.
You know, zhuzh it up a little bit.
Anyways, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so
that's
much
fine.
for this.
Go watch a movie.
Go talk about it with somebody.